Hey guys, my name is Crew, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my AFK cow farm in Minecraft. This guy gets you steak, leather, without you having to do anything. All you gotta do is stand there holding the right click button, which just requires you to be AFK. And yeah, let me show you how this works. So first of all, we got ourselves a wheat farm. If you want to see the tutorial on how to build this guy, this one is fully automatic, meaning you don't have to plant or harvest anything. It's just running automatically, and all the wheat just gets put into the chest up here. So we got that guy hooked up to this cow farm, and then if we flick this lever, what's gonna happen is the wheat gets spat at you and cycled up, and all you gotta do is fill up your inventory with another object like stone or something. That way you don't pick up any more wheat. And then you're just gonna want to hold right click on the cows. What's gonna happen is they'll start breeding and making some love, and what happens to those cows is the babies fall on down. Back behind it, we got ourselves a little timer set up, and after a little bit the cows are gonna be touched by lava, turning all of them into steak and to leather. So steak's the best food source in the game, so all you gotta do is stand there holding the right click button and you get unlimited steak. So very easy system, pretty easy to build. There's not too much redstone required, really. We just have a clock here, a little extender, and yeah, in a second here we should see the cows dying. We got about 30 ticks left. We just got a little sorter down here as well to sort out the seeds, and the wheat is automatically gonna stay in those chests up there. So in a second, cows, you ready to die? There we go. The big guys catch on fire. The babies are still safe and sound in the bottom, and you're gonna see in a second, badoop boop, they all die, and all their steak gets collected down here. Now you can see it's went back to this mode where we can just keep breeding them up here. And the wheat is just gonna it's gonna be stored in here until you start picking it up. So you can see I'm picking it up. It's actually gonna be taking it from this chest. So it's a very cool system of redstone. We got ourselves an on-off switch here, so if you want to turn it off, you can go ahead and it'll stop running. And same thing with the automatic killer down here. And if we want to turn it back on, you just gotta flip a simple switch. Anyway, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to build this thing, and before we get started, huge shout out to a channel, TT Lemon. He's the one who came up with this design of a cow farm. I basically took his design for a cow farm, built a nice little clock on the back of it, and set up this little sorting mechanism at the top, connected it up to my wheat farm, and I'm here showing you guys this AFK-able steak farm. So yeah, let me hop into this tutorial. Okay guys, so you're going to want to go ahead and take your wheat farm here, and this is going to be the output from it. So you can see the minecart hoppers on top here with a hopper underneath it, and then we just got ourselves a simple loading and unloading station. That's a comparator coming from the hopper, a torch, block, and then a dot of redstone right there. And make sure this is a powered rail, the one that the minecart's sitting on. And like I said before, feel free to build any type of wheat farm going into this machine. You don't need this one, but if you want this wheat farm, there will be a tutorial down in the description. So what you're going to want to do is from the output of this wheat farm, you're going to want to pipe it into a chest just like that. Now, what we're going to be getting from this wheat farm is seeds as well, and we don't want seeds, so we're going to come down here a couple blocks, and we're going to build ourselves a sorting system to where we can sort out the seeds. And to do that, a comparator, 2 dots of redstone, repeater there, and then a torch. Then you're going to want to make a hopper going into that guy, and then come out here and put two chests just like that, and a hopper going into that chest like so. So that way, what's going to happen is the seeds are going to come down into this chest. Now, you're going to want to make sure that there's 18 seeds in the first slot, and fill in the rest of the slots just like that. And what's going to happen is seeds, when they flow, they're going to go down here, and they're actually going to go to this bottom chest. But however, when wheat comes through the system, like you can see here, it's actually going to go straight into this chest. So what you're going to want to do now is come down a little bit and place another big chest with a hopper going into it like that. and then we're gonna do that again. Come down, one more double chest with a hopper going into it. This is gonna give your guys plenty of storage room to store all that wheat. And now we're going to want to build the automatic wheat dispenser. Okay, so now to build this guy, we're gonna want to come down 3 blocks and go over 1, and then place a dropper facing up, a dropper facing towards us, and a hopper going into that bottom guy. Now we're gonna want to place another hopper going into that bottom guy, and a hopper going down there. That way the wheat's gonna flow down these 3 chests and into this bottom dropper just like that. Okay, so now to build our little clock attached to this guy, we're gonna want to place a block right here, and then come down 2 blocks to the side, and then out a little bit, and then we're going to want to place a repeater going into this guy on 3 ticks of delay, dot of redstone there, and then a block with a torch on top of it, and then we're going to want to place another repeater facing this way, 3 ticks of delay, dot of redstone right there. You should see that starts up a little clock, and then we're going to want to place dot of redstone there, and place blocks on top of these 2 guys. This is going to make a clock, but it's going to make it to where you can turn it on and off, and also so wheat doesn't keep flowing into this guy. So what you're going to want to do is place a block on top of this guy here, and a little bit of redstone, and here is where you can actually have your lever. So if we grab ourselves a lever, we should be able to turn the machine on and off just like that, and it makes it for a nice easy wheat dispenser that we can go ahead and turn off whenever we want, turn back on to feed our cows. And yeah, okay, so I went ahead and I took the redstone and stuff that we had, and I added a few extra blocks around here to make it look a bit more like an actual building or something that you might want to see in your base. And right here is that little on-off switch that we made before. So you're going to want to go ahead and make yourself a little hole just to the left of this automatic dispenser thing on this level right here. And you're going to want to come under this block and go down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this last block here, go ahead and place yourself a sign. Above that, we're going to place a dispenser. And then above that, a trap door. And then above that, another dispenser. And you should be good. So go ahead and place blocks to the side of this guy so it's filled in a little bit more. And now we are going to add our little export chest. This is where all of our goodies are going to go, all the cow droppings. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the redstone on the back of this guy. So just add some stairs here, and this is where your button's going to go to do the cow farm. And then we're going to build up like this, and I'm also going to go ahead and place some glass in the middle. This way we can go ahead and see all the cows that we're breeding and murdering. So go on the back of this button here and place yourself a torch, and then a block, and then on top of this a dot of redstone, and then another block. This is all the redstone that's required to operate this cow farm. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is come around the back, and in this bottom guy here, place yourself a lava bucket, and in the top dispenser, place a water bucket. Now you're going to want to go ahead and break this redstone and place it again. Now what that should do is release the water at the top, and if we go ahead and push this button, you should see that they switch, push the button again, and they switch again. So now we're going to build the redstone to make this automatic. So what you're going to want to do is place a lever on this side, and from the lever we're going to go ahead, invert that signal, and have that guy going into redstone, and then a repeater. And here's where we're going to build ourselves a clock. So it'll just come out a little bit like this, and we're going to want to have that guy going into a block, a piston here with a redstone block in the middle, and then a comparator facing out. Now 2 hoppers going into each other just like that, so shift click them facing into each other, comparator facing out, going into a block, and then a dot of redstone. Okay, so now that you have your clock here, you're going to want to go ahead and place 2 torches on both of these blocks, and then coming out from this guy, a repeater on 4 ticks of delay, have that guy going into a block, and then another repeater, 4 ticks of delay, another repeater, 4 ticks of delay, going into another block, and then another repeater, 4 ticks of delay, one final repeater on 4 ticks of delay, and then we're just going to want to have that guy going into this guy right here, and that should go ahead and switch it up. Now if we just take any junk block, and you're going to want to fill this guy up to the filled capacity, and now when you pull this lever, you should see that this timer starts. So these are going to start ticking down, and when they reach 0, what's going to happen is this system is going to flip-flop, and it should fire twice. So that way, you know, about every 2 minutes and 30 seconds, what's going to happen is this will flip. All the cows in the bottom that are adult will go ahead and burn, and then it'll flip back up to the top, and then you can have your babies continue to drop down. Okay, so you guys are almost done. There is one more thing that you're gonna need, and that is cows, right? This is a cow farm, so you're probably gonna need cows. So what you're gonna want to do to breed the cows is you're gonna want to get probably about 20 to 30 in this top water bit right here. So to do that, go ahead, break this block, and make this trapdoor facing out just like that, so that way the babies don't fall through. And also make sure you turn off your auto cooker. You can see I added some instructional signs right here. I'll show you guys in a second. But now if we go ahead, breed cows, and even breed the little babies, they're not going to fall through. They're going to stay at the top, and then once we're done breeding them, we can go ahead and flip the trapdoor back, and we'll be good to go. Now what these buttons do, this guy is going to be off and no auto cooker, and then if we flip it on, it's going to start the timer to start the auto cooker. So we'll just leave that guy running. This is a manual button, to where if you want to manually use this system without the auto cooker, feel free to use that. And then if we go up here, and we can turn on the auto wheat, which is just going to basically dispense wheat every so often, just like that. Now there is one more thing that you're going to want to do probably before you breed the cows in there, because it might be a little difficult once you get a lot of cows. But you're going to want to place a fence up top like that. What that's going to do is it will prevent the cows from escaping, prevent you from falling in this hole, and this way you can just stand here, right click the wheat, and you'll be breeding them forever. I also recommend getting yourself a carpet of any color and placing that guy on top of this hopper just for a little bit of style. And these 3 chests right here will slowly fill up with wheat over time, but if you start picking it up from this guy, you can see it's going to start grabbing it from this chest, which is a very cool feature. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a lot of fun for me to make, and I think this is a very cool invention that you guys should definitely build in your world, because steak is by far the best way to eat in Minecraft, and this definitely makes it really easy to get that source of food. So if you want to turn your automatic wheat farm into a steak farm, but you don't want to go ahead and breed all the cows and have to kill them, well, now you just have to sit here AFK, and it's very simple. If you guys want to know how to sit here AFK all the time, I will explain it to you guys real quick, but I can't demonstrate it. What you're going to want to do is stand here and make sure you are right clicking the cows. Then you're going to want to click F11. What that'll do is that'll make you go into full screen mode, and while your screen's black and it's transferring into full screen mode, you're going to want to let go of holding right trigger. Then just don't touch your keyboard, and you will continue to hold down the right trigger button even though you're not pushing anything. There are multiple ways to do this. Feel free to look up any way on YouTube, and any way that works for you is fine, but all you gotta do is stand right here in this spot and make sure you hold right click, and the cows will just continue to breed, the babies will continue to fall down here, and they'll continue to be cooked up into steak and leather. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. Like I said, I had a lot of fun making it. There will be a world download in the description, so feel free to go ahead, download that, and then if you didn't have very fun time following this tutorial, you can just build it block by block from the world download. So yeah, my name's Crew, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.